Good evening, Clint.
Good evening to you. Welcome to the 1205th Hootenanny and virtual Hootenanny number 22.
Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening.
Hello,
Hey,
good
good
evening.
evening.
Hoot, hoot,
Uh,
hoot, hoot.
I'm really happy to be helping out here tonight for the first time, and I'm really happy that I had Jenny and Sally watching my back on this one because really needed it. Bill Briggs was supposed to kick it off tonight, but he is having technical difficulties, and we hope to get that straightened out for the Hoot next week. But we're going to start with number two in line, David Rossiter. This is his 19th virtual Hoot, and he has been playing, I guess, at the Hoot according to his bio, since the mid 80s, and he is also the parent of a marmot, and just a really great kid, and we wish he were here tonight, and we hope he's not getting rained on. Where are you coming to us? Are you coming to us from Houston, David? I mean, sorry, Tucson.
Tucson, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Ben too. And uh, yeah, we've had 49 out of the last 50 days above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So one thing I've really been enjoying about the Hoot is the last few weeks is a lot of people have been doing seafaring songs, especially some Stan Rogers music from the Maritimes of Canada. So I think I'm going to go with that tonight. Taking Bill's place tonight, I feel like I should yodel, but I'm still recovering from yodeling last week, so we're not going to do that. The Stan Rogers music I've been really enjoying since the mid '80s, and unfortunately, it was right after he died or was killed in a plane accident. But his brother Garnet and his son Nathan are still out there playing, and while they usually play a little more modern music, they occasionally do write songs that sound very Stan Rogers-ish, and this is one of them. This is one from Garnet Rogers, his brother, and it's a song about the kind of some of the dying communities in the Canadian Maritimes losing their culture, once prosperous and now kind of dying. So this is a song about that, not unlike a lot of once prosperous communities throughout North America. This one's called Next Turn of the Wheel. Well, it can break your heart to watch the sun strike gold along this shore, where the little boats still bump and spin as they did long years before. Well, the harbor lights burned dim tonight. They've closed these boats all down, and the men all stand in silence on the corners of the town. They stand and smoke by empty stores. They watch the cars roll by, and they stare into the distance with hard and angry eyes. So it's farewell to the harbor, farewell to the fields, farewell to the deep salt water that swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're here and that we'll meet again some brighter day. Next turn of the wheel. Well, the houses here look much the same, well, perhaps a bit more worn, and the shingles gleam like silver as the day when we were born, and the scent of pine and moss and vine, yes, rose and bay leaf too, still spice the warm and the fragrant air as they did back in our youth. So it's farewell to the harbor, farewell to the fields, farewell to the deep salt water that swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're here and that we'll meet again some brighter day. Next turn of the wheel. Well, I dipped my hand into the sea. I raised it to my mouth, and the sea warm breeze stirred the air as it blew up from the south. And the air was sweet with blossoms, and the sea with salt with tears, and the sun danced on the water. I was sped back through the years. Well, I climbed the hill and I paused for breath. Yes, one last backwards glance down by the green as emerald hill. The fragile cornflowers dance. I stood once more and I crossed the ridge of that dear and familiar hill, and the beating of the waves was lost like a heart forever still. So it's farewell to the harbor, farewell to the fields, farewell to the deep salt water that swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're here and that we'll meet again some brighter day, next turn of the wheel. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you so much. Someday I want to play that a really long, it's already a long song, but love to play a really long version of that with maybe a fiddle and a accordion and a mandolin and maybe a few other marmots playing along with on some of those breaks. Speaking of old friends and music, for her second virtual Hoot tonight, we've got my dear friend Jackie Stokel up in Helena, Montana. I've been playing music with Jackie for 45 something years. Always been a joy, and she plays everything from classic 60s folk songs, gets a little bit jazzy sometimes. She writes some of her own music. I have no idea what she's playing tonight. Jackie, what have you got?
Well, I've got a song called The Beauty of the Rain. I figure that's probably a good thing to have to cool things down. We're buried in smoke up here in Helena, even though there's no fires in Helena. We're getting from Idaho and Wyoming and Canada, right in the middle of it all. So it just sounded like the most appropriate song. All right. This song is by Dar Williams, and she's written some music for Joan Baez, I believe, Emmylou Harris. And I think she was in a trio with Lucy Kaplanski, I think also. I discovered her a few years ago as I was combing through to see who's doing all the backup stuff for Joan Baez and for a few of those, called The Beauty of the Rain. And you know the light is fading oh too soon. You're just two umbrellas one late afternoon. You don't know the next thing you will say. This is your favorite kind of day. It has no walls. The beauty of the rain, and how it goes, and how it goes, and how it falls. And there's nothing wrong, but there is something more. And sometimes you wonder what you love her for. She says you've known her deepest fears, but she's shown you a box of stained glass tears that can't be home. the beauty of the rain, and how it falls, and how it falls, and how it falls. When she gave you more to find, you let her think she's lost her mind, and that's all. Feeling helpless as she's asked for help, scared you have to change yourself, and you can't deny this room will keep you warm. You can look outside your window at the storm, but you watch them fall and hope it brings. You'll take her any way she sings and how she calls, the beauty of the rain, and how it falls, 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 and how it falls.
That was really, really nice. Just thank you for playing that song. Um, I hope the sky's clear for you up there. Next we have Peter and Adrienne Ward. Seen Adrienne. I saw Adrienne play at the Hoot for the last 3 years. I know she's been playing a whole lot longer than that, but I'm a newcomer to this. But every time we would bring guests to the Hoot, I kept saying, I really hope Adrienne shows up and plays tonight, because I consider her the Dorothy Parker of the Hootenanny, the dry wit. Just is so much fun, so entertaining. So what have you got for us this evening?
Well, this week in Jackson, we don't have any mountains. The smoke coming from California is so great that you can't see more than about a half a mile. Except the wind has just blown it off a little bit, but still. So we got to thinking about pollution, and we remembered that a famous old songwriter, Tom Lehrer, had a song about that. If you visit American City, you will find it very pretty. Just 2 things of what you must beware. Don't drink the water and don't breathe the air. Pollution, pollution. They got smog and sewage and mud. Turn on your tap and get hot and cold running crud. See halibuts and desurgents being wiped out by detergents. Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly, but they don't last long if they try. Pollution, pollution. You can use the latest toothpaste, then rinse out your mouth with industrial waste. Just go out for a breath of air. You'll be ready for Medicare. The city streets are really quite a thrill. If the hoods don't get you, the monoxide will. Pollution, pollution. Wear a gas mask and a veil. Then you can breathe, long as you don't inhale. Lots of things there you can drink, but stay away from the kitchen sink. The breakfast garbage you throw into the bay, they drink for lunch in San Jose. So go to the city, see the crazy people there. Like lambs to the slaughter, they're drinking the water and breathing the air.
song for every occasion. Nicely done, you guys. That was really good. Appreciate that. Next up, we have Lily Robert. This is, I believe, her 17th virtual hoot, and God knows how many real hoots she has done in the past. She is known as the Queen of Cowgirl Jazz, award-winning songwriter. And what are you playing for us this evening?
Well, Clint, first of all, I do want to just thank you for hosting. You're doing a job that I'm going to do next week, and I'm scared to death. You're making it look easy, and it's making me relax.
No, thank you.
So I'm doing a song, probably the most recent song I wrote. So this is an original. We often see very successful people, and we think, oh, gee, they have all the luck, and have a little envy. And when you get to know them, you find out that they've gone through hundreds of challenges that you would never have known about. And that really the challenges are what make us strong and wise and charismatic. And there's really no easy way to strengthen wisdom and charisma. This song is called You Can't Get There From Here. I asked an old man that I met along my way, how did you get so wise? He shook his head and said, you don't want to know. And he laughed and he rolled his eyes. He said he attended the school of hard knocks and said that should be no surprise. I asked, was there a way I could be like that someday without all those painful tries? He said you can't really get there from here. You gotta learn with a laugh and a tear. If it's wisdom that you're wanting, you know, life can be done. No, you can't really get there from here. I asked a young man as I went along my way, how did you get so strong? He sighed and said he was bullied as a child before he learned right from wrong. He decided he would be the strongest in the school, and he learned about the short and the long. I asked, was there a way I could be like him someday? He laughed as he sang this song. He said, you can't really get there from here. You gotta learn with a laugh and a tear. If it's wisdom that you're wanting, you know, life can be done. No, you can't really get there from here. Pardon me for asking, is there an easier way? A shortcut, you know, a deal with the tasking, a detour, I would say. I asked a young lady that I met along the way, how did she get so thick? She blushed and said she was the youngest of 10, and she never got her fair share. Yes, she had to work harder and be a self-starter. When she grew up, the truth was laid bare. She got to where she's at by hard work, and that's that. There was no easy wish or a prayer. You can't really get there from here. You've got to learn with a laugh and a tear. If it's wisdom that you're wanting, you know, life can be done. No, you can't really get there from here. No, you can't really get there from here. You got to learn with a laugh and a you can. There's no easy way from here. Yeah, you gotta suffer a little bit to get wise.
Lily, I wish you hadn't sung that song. And now it makes me all disabused of the notion that life is going to be easy here. But anyway, the cold hard truth. Next we have Jenny Landgraf. I am so appreciative of her and helping me out here, the virtual Hoot and in the real Hoot. She's been so supportive, and I don't know what else to say about her except take it away, Jenny.
Oh, thanks, Clint. It's always fun to encourage people to come and play, and it's just such a great community. We love that part of it. Tonight I'm going to play a Steve Winwood song. It's called "Can't Find My Way Home." Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds a key, but I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. Well, I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down on your own and leave your money at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key, but I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. You know I'm wasted, so wasted, and I can't find my way home. Ooh, but I can't find my way home. Ooh, you know I can't find my way home. Can't find my way home. Still I
Yay. Really, really nice. Love the way you hit those high notes. Better than Stevie Winwood ever could do it.
Oh, I don't know. Back in the day.
That was really good. Thank you.
Thank you, Clint.
Next we have John Carney, who is God knows how many hoots he has done. He's on the Hootenanny Wall of Fame up at Dornan, so that must tell you something. This is his 14th virtual, coming to us, I believe, from Wilson. And I don't know if does he have a guest with him tonight?
I have a guest. I have
Right.
a most distinguished guest here, Jack Davies. Now, Jack, you probably played at like how many?
6 or 7 now.
Six or
definitely.
seven. Okay, so he's no stranger to this venue. And we got Hank here behind, and we're going to do a song by Townes Van Zandt that Jack is going to lead us in. And yeah, it's one of those great songwriters that we lost too early, but this is one of his better known songs. So, Jackie, why don't you lead us in on this?
Sounds good.
Belt it out, baby.
Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Poncho's a band of boys. His horse is fast as polished steel. Water's gone outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Poncho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. And that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so late. Out of kindness, I suppose. Now Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Poncho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they let poor Poncho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Well, ain't nobody knows. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poets sing out Poncho fell, Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends with told. Now Poncho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few old federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose.
Thank you, Jack.
Great ensemble work, guys. This all three sounded really, really nice.
Thank you.
That was terrific stuff. Love that song. Next up, we have Kevin Roach, his 10th virtual hoot. I'm not sure how many hoots he has done over the years live, but maybe you can fill us in on that one, Kevin. Kevin, are you there?
Just about.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that. I guess somewhere between 50 and 60. My memory's not very good. Anyway, tonight I'm going to do an original song that I wrote for my wife and about our life. And this is called Rambling Circles. Well, I was born a rover, rolling down that endless road, searching for buried treasure, trying to find that mother lode. Always did I wonder what was beyond the next hill. I guess I lived in fear of losing ground from standing still. When I was a young man, I was driven hard to roam. But it didn't really matter much. I thought of no place as my home. Then, because of you, I found a place for me, a place I could come home to, and the place I was finally free. Now all my rambling circles lead me right back to your door. I found that fabled treasure when you showed me what a home is for. And because of you, it's so clear to me that what I always wanted, it's the love you show to me. All my rambling circles lead me right back to your door. I found true riches when you showed me what a home is for. And because of you, it's now I plainly see that what I always wanted, it's the love you share with me. All my rambling circles, all my rambling circles, all my rambling circles, they lead me right back.
Nicely done. That's just a great
Thank
song.
you.
I'm just admire people who can write their own songs of that quality. That's terrific stuff. Really, really good.
Thanks, Clint. Thank you very much.
Next up is Michael Fullerton coming to us. I believe he's still coming to us from Vermont. Is that right, Michael? And how's the weather out there?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's hot and humid. We had a thunderstorm and a downpour this afternoon, and the smoke hasn't gotten here yet. But
Just you wait.
yeah, oh yeah, I keep looking at Peter's webcam, and I noted this afternoon the only reason I could tell it was a mountain range there was there's a white spot on top of the Grand. That was about it. Well, I was going to. I try to be politically correct. I try to be polite, so I decided that I would not do a version of "Smoke Gets in Your Eyes" tonight. And Dave Rossiter did a Garnet Rogers song, and that reminded me that I really liked the stuff that Stan Rogers did, and I actually can do one of his songs, sort of. So I decided I would throw away my very quiet fingerstyle guitar and pick up this old Guild and play Stan Rogers instead. This is called White Squall. Well, it's just my luck to have the watch with nothing else to do. But watch the deadly waters roll as we roll north toward the Sioux. Wonder when they'll turn again and throw us on our rail, and throw one more youngster off in the gale. The kid was so damn eager, it was all so big and new. You never had to tell him twice to find him work to do. And in the evenings in the mess hall, he was always first to sing and show us pictures of the girl he'd wed in spring. Well, I told that kid 100 times, don't take the lakes for granted. They go from calm to 100 knots, so fast they seem enchanted. But tonight some red-eyed Wyoming girl is staring at the wall, and her lover's gone into a white squall. There's a thing that us old-timers know, in the sultry summer calm, there can come a blow from nowhere and it goes off like a bomb, and a 15,000-tonner can be thrown upon her beam when the gale takes all before it with a scream. The kid was on the hatches lying, staring at the sky, and where I stood, I swear I could see tears fall from his eyes. I hadn't the heart to tell him that he should be on a line, even on a night so warm and fine. Well, I told that kid 100 times, don't take the lakes for granted. They go from calm to 100 knots, so fast they seem enchanted. And tonight some red-eyed Wyoming girl is staring at the wall, and her lover's gone into white squall. When it hit, he sat up with a start, and I roared at him, get down. But for all that he could hear me, I might not have made a sound. So I clung there to the stanchion, and I felt my face grow pale as it crawled hand over hand along the rail. Well, I felt her heeling over with the fury of the blow, and I watched that rail go under so terrible and slow. And like some great dog, she shook herself and roared back up again, and from overside I heard him call my name. Well, I told that kid 100 times, don't take the lakes for granted. They go from calm to 100 knots, so fast they seem enchanted. But tonight some red-eyed Wyoming girl lies staring at the wall, and her lover's gone into white squall. So it's just my luck to have the watch with nothing else to do. Watch the deadly waters collide as we roll north toward the Sioux. Wonder when they'll turn again and throw us on the rail and whirl one more youngster off in the gale. Well, I've told these kids 100 times, don't take the lakes for granted. They go from calm to 100 knots, so fast they seem enchanted. But tonight some red-eyed wire-tin girl lies staring at the wall, and her lover's gone into White Skull.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
I love those seafaring songs. I guess if a Great Lake can be called a sea, I guess that's a seafaring song. That was really good. Thank you so much.
All right.
Next up is John Seidel. I don't know, John, were you at the founding of the Hoot? Were you, or even the precursor of the Hoot?
No, well, precursor probably, yeah. But I think when the Hoot started, I think I was out in California for a few years, or up in Montana, one of those deals. So, yeah.
Was the precursor? Was that where they played under the bridge?
That's
is that it?
Precursor.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's probably back in the 50s or so, and Bill Briggs and Dick Barker and some of those folks were up in the park doing a very clandestine sort of under the bridge Hoot.
All right. No. So what do you have for us tonight?
I got a Merle Haggard song tonight, so let's see if I can get through this here. My hat don't hang on the same nail too long. My ears can't stand to hear the same old song. I don't leave the highway long enough to bog down in the mud, 'cause I got rambling fever in my blood. Now I caught this rambling fever long ago, when I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. And if someone said that I ever gave a damn, the damn sure told you wrong. You know, I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, oh, the kind that can't be measured by a degree. Rambling fever, oh, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. There's times I'd like to bed down on a sofa and let some pretty lady rub my back. Oh, it's been the early morning drinking coffee, talk about when I'll be coming back. 'Cause I ain't gonna let no woman tie me down, and I'll never get too old to get around. I wanna die along the highway, ride away like some old highline pole. Oh, restless rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, oh, the kind can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, oh, kind of courage life to believe. Oh, rambling fever, oh, the kind that can't be measured by decree. Rambling fever, oh, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Yeah, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Well, there you go.
Really, very nice. Can never have too much Merle Haggard, I'd say. That was a really nice choice. A nice flat picking. That was really good.
Oh, thanks so much, Clint.
All right. Next up, speaking of picking, not flat picking this time, is Byron Dominguez. Byron, I have a question for you. I know that you majored in classical guitar at Cal Arts. Do you make your own arrangements for the other tunes that you do, or do you just find sheet music that works for that?
No, I do my own arrangements, and sometimes, like if I'm doing something like Bugler's Holiday, which is a trumpet thing and orchestra and all of that, I'll sometimes get either the music, the score, or the piano reduction and work from that. And but other than that, no, it's all just me. Byronized.
Well, it leaves us all very impressed, I'll tell you.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, what I really enjoyed growing up was getting together with other guitar players, because of course it was a small town, we didn't have much information, and so in the summer a lot of people would come in town, and of course Bill was holding his Teton tea parties, and so you could meet a lot of people that played something, and you could learn something new, because of course all winter you only knew one thing and you played it over and over and over and over incessantly. But when I was getting my degree in Cal Arts, it was an interesting thing. I was a junior or senior or something, and I went up to the park and I was playing with some people. They played and then I played something, and they all got quiet and looked at me and said, "Are you a professional?" And it just ruined it for me. I was just trying to have some fun anyway, and swap some licks and But anyway, last week I was going to do an overture to a light operetta, and an overture usually ties in several of the themes. Well, anyway, so I've cut it in half so that it doesn't really do so much of that, but you still might hear some stuff. And this is an Andrew Lloyd Webber light operetta, so it's one of the popular things that showed up on video and TV and of course Broadway. And it's interesting to do an arrangement for vocal things where you have, like, a guy singing, you have a girl singing, you have them together, and how do you make that arrangement sound like a male, a female, and together? And so hopefully you'll be able to hear who's singing which part. So we'll see.
Was that Phantom by any chance?
That was Phantom of the Opera.
All right. Very, very nice. That was terrific stuff.
Thank you.
Next up, we have the good doctor, Chris Bingman. I'm assuming he's coming from Dornan's again via iPhone. Is that the case? All right.
Yep.
Oh, is that bourbon?
Oh!
Chris,
Yes,
are you?
that would be bourbon.
All right.
I would be a Dornan.
All right. Answered all my questions. Okay. Now the last question is, what are you playing tonight?
Well, I did a Bill Monroe song last week, an instrumental, and I felt like I needed to start getting back to my roots, so I'm doing another Bill Monroe song. What the hell is it? My Little Georgia Rose, and it goes a little something like this. Now come and listen to my story, a story that I know is true. By the rose that blooms in Georgia, there's gold and hearts are true. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountains. She's my little Georgia Rose. Her mother left her with another, a carefree life she had planned. Baby now is a lady, one her mother couldn't stand. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountains. She's my little Georgia Rose. We often sang old tunes together. I watched her do her little part. She smiled at me and I would tell her that she was my sweetheart. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountains. She's my little Georgia Rose. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where tall pines grow, lives my sweetheart of the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose. How?
Yeehaw! Nice, Chris. Chris, whenever I think about picking up a mandolin, then I hear you play and I say, forget it. It's going to be way too hard. So anyway, that was really good. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Next up is Raggedy Edge, Lynn and Bob, coming to us from Ohio. Do I have that right?
You have that right.
All right. I always look forward to you guys. The instrumentals and the vocals are always so good. Your notes say that you're professional musicians. Are you able to do gigs right now?
We are not. I don't know that we'd call ourselves professionals, but we make our living doing music. So, but we are playing a few shows. The places that are able to have outdoor music. So we are doing outdoor shows. We're doing a few that are televised, and so a little bit of work.
No. All right. Well, better than not getting to perform at all.
We're happy to get anything we can get right now. I'm thrilled to be coming to the Hoot.
I know.
Almost every week, and it's a lot of fun. So.
All right. So take it away.
Okay, thank you. So we've got a tune that Gene Ritchie wrote in 1965, and it's called "The L&N Don't Stop Here Anymore." It's about a mining, and I learned it listening to Michelle Schott cover it. I guess Kathy Mattea, Johnny Cash have covered it, and here's our version, "The L&N." 2, 3.
Wowie zowie, that was pretty impressive. I am reading a chat note from Byron who says, hot guitar licks, great arrangements and style. That says it all. It was just a terrific performance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next up is my homie, Mike Hersher, coming in from Sacramento, where he probably can't even see across the street because the smoke is so thick. Mike has in the past, I know, led or taught a class on protest songs, and I understand what he's playing tonight might not be classified strictly as a protest song, but it might be close. So take it away, Michael.
Okay, can you hear me?
Not well.
Not well. I wonder what I'm going to do about that. Can you hear me now?
Can you be closer to the mic than you are right now?
Can you hear me now?
No, not much. Ooh, that sounded good.
How about now?
Slightly better. Slightly better.
All right. Well, I had this problem last week as well, so I'm trying to scoot up. All right.
That's good.
So here's a song that Clint and Emily and I have sung this song before, but not quite with these words. This is a song not in honor of, but related to the Republican convention tonight. Okay, here's how it goes. Some bright morning, early in November, Trump flies away. We don't wanna see him anymore. He'll fly away. He'll fly away, oh glory. He'll fly away in the morning. When we vote, hallelujah, when we vote, he'll fly away. No more vicious, racist lies, he'll fly away. Maybe off to the prison walls he'll fly, he'll fly away. Everybody, fly away, oh glory, he'll fly away in the morning. When we vote, hallelujah, when we vote, he'll fly away. Oh, how glad and happy when we meet, he'll fly away. No more ranting and raving little tweets, he'll fly away. He'll fly away, oh glory, he'll fly away. When we vote, hallelujah, when we vote, he'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then he'll fly away. And we'll have a land where justice never ends. He'll fly away. He'll fly away, oh glory, he'll fly away. When we vote, everybody's got to vote, and he'll fly away. And Trump will fly away.
Thank you, Michael. I was watching Jenny's window in the background, and yep, I saw that. Next up, Don Wade. I believe Don is coming to us straight from New York City. And how's the no smoke there, I guess, but how's everything else going there, Don?
It's hot. Not in this room where it's air conditioned with the mountains and everything, but so here's another song of the same era as Peter's song, essentially, written in 1958 or 59 by Robert Smertz. Got to be a little bit of a hit on the country charts, and I guess that's where my friends and Adrian's friends heard it and sang it. So just a nice little song about a river. The Rapidan River runs right by my door. My wooden veranda hangs over the shore. I see so much water, spring, summer, and fall, that I'll never touch water at all. Now Rapidan River runs Rapidan Mill. Rapidan Mill grinds the corn for the still. A swig of my jug makes me 7 feet tall, and I never touch water at all. I know an old bishop who's past 85. I said to him, "Bishop, you certainly thrive." He swore by Saints Christopher, Peter, and Paul, he never touched water at all. My mother with liquor has nothing to do. In fact, he's a staunch WCTU. But when hard apple cider time comes in the fall, she'll never touch water at all. I have an old aunt full of miseries and pains. She goes to the doctor and loudly complains. He writes a prescription that's pure alcohol, and she'll never touch water at all. I know a young fellow took several swipes. The water was wet and it rusted his pipes. Though he was a singer, he can't sing at all. He can't even sing fal-de-ral-de-ral-ral. Now water's all right under bridges and boats. 'Twas never intended for delicate throats, but I can still sing fal-de-ral-de-ral-ral, for I never touch water at all.
A good life lesson in that song.
Right.
Thank you very much. That was really nice. Next up is Emily Collars. Oh, Emily, are you there? Emily is another longtime friend of mine, a kind of professional musician living in Los Angeles now. She texted me earlier today and asked me what she should play, and so I just sent her a couple different songs. And normally it takes me a week to get a song prepared, but it probably took her 30 minutes to get ready for her show tonight. So go for it, Emily.
Well, thanks. I mean, I don't know how ready I really am. But, you know, I've sung this song quite a few times. I love this song. I love the choice. And it is What a Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Emily, you give me goosebumps. That was just so good. Thank you for doing that.
My pleasure, Clint.
Yeah.
I love that song, and stuff like this is what makes it all wonderful, anyway. So.
For us too. Thank you. Next up, we have Eric Stone. He was a early Hooter back in the '90s. Now lives in Colorado, and looking forward to hearing what he has for us tonight.
Hi, Clint. Quick second sound check. Everything okay out there?
Sounds good to me.
All right, great. Good to see all of you again. I was expecting to see Hank before me, but this is called Just Before Dawn. Love reveals just what I've done wrong. As new light gathers meaning just before dawn, and the distance between and ghosts that haunt, sadness comes on just before dawn. Through whiskey-soaked haze, between understandings, our love will be strong. Just before dawn, you are the source that makes me want to try, and I've tried so long, and now it's just before dawn. Just before dawn, my dreams come into focus, and just before dawn, as light creeps through our window, and just before dawn, when the day seems so unsure, but you're already gone. Just before dawn, someday we'll know just what it was, but time won't let on. For now that curtain is drawn, so I will wake and greet this day and try try to move on. Now that you're gone, and just before dawn, my dreams come into focus. Just before the dawn, as light peeks through our window, and just before dawn, when the days seem so unsure, I try to write this song. Just before the dawn, but you're already gone. Just before the dawn.
Yeah. Really, really nice, Eric. That's one of your own songs, is it not?
It's hot off the presses, brand
Very,
new.
very nice.
We'll probably be on the next CD.
No, that's just really, really good song. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's great to try it out on you folks.
Next, we have a newcomer to the Hoot, his first time, Peter Palothian. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. Coming to us from exotic Wilson, Wyoming. Peter was trained as a classical and jazz violinist, but he's kind of adopted some country licks, I guess. He's also a documentary filmmaker. One of his a film that I would really like to see is called Cable to the Sky, I believe, about the building of the new tram in Teton Village. Where can one find that if one wanted to see that documentary?
It's actually on the web. Can you hear me okay?
I can. That's good.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's on the web, and I search for it by that name, and you can stream it or download it. It might cost you a couple bucks, but it's there, and it's worth looking at. It's a really fun film. So yeah, check it out. It's I wanted to sort of. I was thinking of writing a companion book called Tram Building for Dummies. Might have sold 3 or 4 copies, I suppose. But anyway, it's a fun thing to look at. So hey, thanks for letting me join all of you folks. It's a real honor. I haven't played anything outside the house, and I can't remember when anymore. So this is a great thing to be able to step into. Let's see. What can you hear me okay? Because I changed the sound a little bit, but it's okay.
It sounds really good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I wanted to play a Brazilian piece called Desperada, which is choro music, and this is written by a Brazilian named Garoto a while ago. He died in 1955. It's basically more of a guitar piece, and I'm guessing that Byron probably has a really good version of this, but I thought it was pretty nice on the violin. It's a choral valse, and I think it means excitement or something wild, I think is the translation. But I'm not going to play it that wild. Let's see, what else can I tell you? It's if you look for it, it's some of the guitarists, virtuosos, use it to really show off. They play it insanely fast. I don't know how, but I found it in a Django, sort of a Djangology fake book, and I liked it a lot. So I figured I'd just lay it out here and see if we can do it a little justice here. So just let me know. Like I say, I changed the sound, so that sounds okay. Hello. Are we good? Okay. So here's Desperada by Garoto. Desperado.
Wow, that was terrific stuff. You had the sound just right. That came across really, really well. Very nice introductory performance. I hope you become a regular here. That was terrific stuff.
Oh, thank you. I've got a lot more stuff, and maybe Byron and I can play that together sometime. That'd be nice.
That would be good. That would be great. Okay. Second to last, we have Jim Curran coming to us from, I'm not quite sure where Jim's coming from today. Center for the Arts, I'm guessing.
Actually, it's supposed to be Matt.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. Nobody died, right?
Matt. I'll be after Matt.
Yeah. You're supposed to be after Matt. Why did I skip Matt? I had my intro ready for him and everything. Matt, are you there?
I am. We'll play a duet, Jim.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, about time we got the band together.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Matt, okay. Forgive me. I heard Matt play at the Hoot, the live Hoot, a bunch of times, and then I saw him at the post office one day, and I said, Matt, I love your harmonica playing. Will you play with me on stage someday? And he said, oh, sure. He was so gracious about it. And then I think he moved to Hawaii. Is that true?
No, I didn't move to Hawaii. Just over for a while.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. I thought you were trying to escape me after that. Anyway, glad to have you here tonight. And what are you playing for us?
Well, thanks, Clint, and nice job, Peter, for your first time around. Glad you joined us. Dan Thomasma and I and a couple other friends, Tom and Cindy Schramm, wrote a song together about 30 years ago in honor of a dear friend who had passed away. And I've enjoyed playing the song. So I thought it was a one-time use, but when somebody real special to me does their journey, I like to play this song. And Alex Razzolini, Jack Hyler, Hootenanny, some other dear friends like that. But this time it's for my Aunt Jean from Fort Collins, who passed away day before yesterday. It's called Riding On to Heaven. And it's a sort of a generic song, but it's become a real special one to me for this kind of occasion. It's an upbeat, uplifting one. Riding on to heaven, there's a new star up above, shining down upon us with a gentleness we love, flowing with the river, whispering through the trees, sunset in the mountains, sweet memories in the breeze. Growing, living, learning, Laramie was your home, and though you loved it dearly, your heart called you to roam. With eyes so wide with wonder for new things yet to share, reaching out to everyone, it didn't matter where. Riding on to heaven, there's a new star up above, shining down upon us with a gentleness we love, flowing with the river, whispering through the trees, sunset in the mountains, sweet memories in the breeze. You came out to Wyoming, the mountains stole your soul. You found a new contentment and a different sort of goal. Your life now has new meaning, you share it with us all, and everyone who knows you is brightened by your call. Riding on to heaven, there's a new star up above, shining down upon us with a gentleness we love, flowing with the river, whispering through the trees, sunset in the mountains, sweet memories in the breeze. And now the children's laughter reflects the joy you find with every canyon travel and mountaintop you climb. The way of every living thing in God's great harmony, the beauty and the wonder, it's there for you and me. Riding on to heaven, there's a new star up above, shining down upon us with the gentleness we love, flowing with the river, whispering through the trees, sunset in the mountains, sweet memories in the breeze. Now here's to you, my friend, we'll miss you when you're gone. You touched our lives in magic ways with your smile and your song. Ride on, friend, keep riding, find heaven in your heart. Your warm embrace, your tender words, keep riding as we part. Riding on to heaven, there's a new star up above, shining down upon us with the gentleness we love, flowing with the river, whispering through the trees, sunset in the mountains, sweet memories in the breeze. Keep riding in the saddle, we'll miss you when you're gone, riding on to heaven, goodbye good friend, so long. Riding on to heaven, goodbye good friend, so long.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Really a sweet tribute. That's really an excellent choice of a song. Nice to hear. All right. Okay, now maybe I'll get it right. Next is Jim Curran, who is, I believe, coming to us from his workplace at the Center for the Arts. Are you there, Jim?
I am I am here and at the Center for the Arts.
All right. Good.
Do you read me?
Both good places to be. I have a question for you. You write a lot of songs, and you seem to get them done really quickly. Do you kind of write them? I mean, do you think about them as you work and they kind of happen there, or do you go home and play and sing, or while you're running up Snow King? How do you do that?
Yes and yes and yes.
Okay.
Well, they're kind of all over the place. Believe me, I have actually done that in all those three instances, and probably others too. But you just let it roll as long as you keep doing it. You got to kind of be in it all the time, I guess.
All right.
So
is this one tonight one of your own or somebody else's?
Yeah, this is one. It's got a little story behind it, and I'll tell it real quickly. So, in these days of masks and everything, and if you're downtown Jackson, everyone's got a mask on. And, the other night, 2 nights ago, I was there listening to some musician at the Wart, and the windows were open, and there were only a handful of people outside, and there weren't many people walking around. I was without a mask, and I turned around, and there was this young woman next to me. I'm going to say she was 30, and she was looking intently at the players, and I watched her for a minute. I said, "Do you play music?" For some reason, I just asked her that question. I didn't know her from anywhere, and she said yes. And so then we had this whole discussion that ensued, and it ended up with us sitting on a bench off on the side street, and me opening up my computer and playing some of my sort of recorded songs because she was interested in hearing them. And she said, after she told me about her husband who had died 2 years ago, and this was his second anniversary, it's like one of those things, those moments you go, oh, Anyway, she said, "Can you sing me or can you play me one of your sad songs?" And I just in my queue had one of mine called "King of Barely Getting By." So here it is. She asked for the sad one. Well, I've loved and I've lost everything from my money to my pride. Only gets feeling worse when you're no longer by my side. Don't you worry about me none. I got the good Lord by my side. Don't you worry about me none, 'cause I'm the king of barely getting by. Oh, sometimes it's just so hard to even face the light of day. Seems so much easier to use the night and hide away. But don't you worry about me none. I got the good Lord by my side. Ah, don't you worry about me none, 'cause I'm the king of barely getting by. I'm the king of. I'm the king of. I'm the king of barely getting by. Even though I feel sad, unable to find any joy, so many times sad alone, willing to sell my soul just to feel alive. Ah, don't you worry about me none. I got the good Lord by my side. Ah, don't you worry about me none, 'cause I'm the king of barely getting by. Yeah, I'm the king of. Oh, I'm the king of. Yes, I'm the king of barely getting by. I'm the king of. Oh, I'm the king of. I'm the king of barely getting by. Well, she did ask for the sad song, you know.
Oh, that was such a sweet story, Jim.
And then, so when she came over and sat with me, and she was Korean, but she had been adopted. She had this story that was pretty interesting, and she'd been adopted by Americans, and when she was a baby, and so she sat right up next to me, like there was no pandemic that ever happened. Put her hand on my forearm, and when she was done, she says, "I've got to catch a flight out of here early in the morning." And she said, "Can I give you a kiss on the cheek?" And she did, and walked away.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Stories like that. It's like,
wow, what a
it's like, hey,
story.
the world is real now.
Very cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, thank you for hosting, everyone.
Well, I have the pleasure of introducing our host for the night, Mr. Clint Sweat. He has been responsible for drawing in a couple new players, which we're very grateful for, and hopefully when all this mess is over, they can travel out here to visit their friend Clint and come play at the Hoot in person. It's been very fun getting to know Clint. He's a great contributor to the Hoot scene. And I've got to say, you've done a great job hosting, Clint.
Thank you. That's so kind of you to say that. I mean, I just love being a part of this community, and hope to continue as long as you guys will have me. So anyway, tonight, all week long I've been planning to do a Justin Townes Earl song, and I wake up this morning and somebody sends me a text saying, "Hey, did you see this? That Justin Townes Earl had died." So that's like 3 great musicians recently: John Prine, Trini Lopez, Justin Townes Earl. I'm not sure who else. I'm probably missing somebody. But anyway, I am gonna try to do this song, do him justice, and here it goes. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over. I'm not gonna make a sound. I gotta go, mama, I'm on a roll. Get there while I still can. Troubled days are behind me now. I know they're gonna let me in. If you see me walking up the empty yard, singing and clapping my hands, tell my mama I love her, tell my daddy I tried, give my money to my baby to spend. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over, I'm not gonna make a sound. Good times come and they go, even a good man can break. He'll carry his troubles, lay him low, even though he knows what's at stake. So I'm taking my chances, carrying forward when I'm still in his grace. I'm no fool, mama, I know the difference between choosing and tempting my fate. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound.
That was great, Clint, and
Thank
thank you for playing a Justin Townes Earl song tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really like him a lot and hate to see him pass. Thanks so much, everybody. It's a great evening. That's the